Howdy folks, my name is Lance090 and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. Alright, so actually I didn't read, this is actually Minmus up here. Return, recon scans, yeah, we ran out of stuff for that. Dock 2 decimals around the mun. But yeah, this is the wrong magnetometer, so it's not going to let us do this mission, which is highly annoying. I'm assuming it's probably going to be the same one here, right? Why would it be? Why wouldn't it be? So yeah, we are going to get no missions done. So we messed around with that time problem for no real reason. Okay. CR. Oh. Slow are we going to need to be at that turn? Or how much are we going to... Actually, very little. I find that surprising. What? That doesn't seem right. Make sure I'm doing it at my peri-apps, basically. Far out is Gilly. And it's in an eccentric orbit, too. Because I would like to be able to get to Gilly as well with this thing. But honestly, this is I think I'm surprised that's enough to get this thing captured. I guess that's an extremely eccentric orbit when you really think about it. It's only a 7-second burn. You can do like just do a 10-second burn. Just get enough of an orbit going that we can think about how we want to get to Gilly. Get ready to be pointed retrograde, my good sir. Oh, we have radar contact, though? Oh, we're not going to have radar contact. Okay. We have to do it before we drop under the horizon here. Okay. Yeah, we gotta be a little bit more careful. Okay. That's fine. Reach the node in 4 days. It's going to be scary for a moment here. Bear with me. Scared. Ooh. Hello, Eve. Looking lovely today. Oh, there's storms. Very fancy. Wow. That's from the visual enhancement pack, by the way. Don't be fooled. It's not the base game, sadly. Doesn't prevent it from being pretty, though. Not gonna lie, doesn't prevent it from being pretty. Okay. 10-second burn. Wait for the 5-second mark. Start burning. That's really cool. I didn't know that was going to look like that, to be honest with you. That's a lot cooler than I expected. I expected like volumetric clouds, which I'm sure it does have, but wow. There's all sorts of stuff going on here. Kind of made it look like fire too, which is kind of cool. Ooh. Or lose that radar contact. Kerbin's over there, but careful. May start burning sooner if I feel like I'm gonna lose it. Okay. I'm just panicking a bit. That is it over there. We're hauling, by the way. We're hauling. Which is why it's so scary, is we're just friggin' blasting past this thing. Okay. Let's collect some data while we're close to the planet. We still have control of the spacecraft, that is. Collect soil moisture data on space near Eve. The oceans have very high salinity levels, likely arising from a different number of salt compounds. Keep experiment. Visual observations. It's just above Eve's eastern site. C, from this distance, several shiny-looking purple objects can be seen. Purple objects? Do you mean... Okay, that doesn't work out here. Plasma wave data. No radiation belts are detected around leaves. The planet's strong magnetic sphere likely prevents most charged particles from getting close enough to generate such belts. Keep. Magnetometer, boom. Get it all, and then once we're on the other side, we'll transmit. Trace magnetic fields are magnified by this sensitive instrument and measured in real time. As you orbit near the celestial body, it almost sounds like hearing the heartbeat of the planet, knowing if it's dead inside or if something is churning. Pressure data, it reads 0. Don't suppose you're gonna work. Nope. Every once in a while, there's like a weird Easter egg with some parts that actually will work. Hate where that thing's at. Collector recorded temperature. Okay. I believe that's all. So now we just gotta... It's a neat effect. By Eve, we've indeed lost radio contact. The probe is on its own. Ooh. Very scary. Very, very scary. It is not a gentle planet. Our periops isn't too low, by the way. Okay. I just wanted to be sure. It's a little lower than I expected it to be. We've made it. I doubt we have radio contact yet, but we've made it. Made it into orbit. Managed to do our first pass. We should have a connection again. Here we go. Be back on the planet just because it looks cool to do it that way. And we also have fuel to spare, which is good because we'd like to go to Gilly. We'd like to come back to this thing, move it around. Fortunately, it does not have the parts that it needed to have to actually complete its missions, which is very sad. View data, transmit it from home. That one's not sensitive to location. This one is, though. Eastern Sea. Eve's Highlands. This distance, several shiny look purple. Okay, I guess it says that for everything. So it probably is talking about the lakes then. Islands. Let's see if we can get a little bit more while we're out here. Do data. This one does not seem to be location sensitive. Send it. Anything else there? Anything else there? You're now back in space high over Eve, so there's probably nothing left. Send that home. At home. I believe that's everything. Nope, magnetometer. Let's get more power first because it uses a ton. Very pretty. Could you imagine, man? Seeing something like that in real life? That'd be crazy. Here we go. All right. We've done all we can here, basically. Fortunately, it's not enough because this magnetometer is not the right magnetometer. We're not in the right orbit. I don't... If there's a way to, like, cheat code in the part it needed, I would, but I don't... You know what? There is a way. Because it's just annoying because it has what it needs. It just also doesn't have what it needs. I think there's a way. Let me think about it. All right. So this is what I found as my best option. I know there's ways to like cheat parts onto your parts, but if you pull open like the file that does that, it's like everything in your game, like everything. And just finding this spacecraft would be nearly impossible. So all we're gonna do is we have to use our power carefully here. We're only going to clear things that we should have cleared. So, like this thing amendments, I didn't realize our camera only had 2 photos in it. You're done, son. You're done. You're completed. Now, this one's like, okay, this one wants me in a different orbit. This one wants me in a different orbit. So we're not going to do it yet. I have to figure out how to get to its orbit, though. Usually it's like displayed here, so I don't really know like how. Maybe if we go to the tracking station and come back, it usually shows you the orbit that it wants you to go into, right? That's Kerbin. Hop over to Eve. Not seeing that mission pop up, though. Oops, I should have stayed there because I need to fly my spacecraft. I need to fly my spacecraft. And this was the only thing I could think of. Also, there's like a lot of... Oops. Everything's popping up over KSP. There we go. Just a lot of instructions on how to get to the cheat menu that don't work anymore. I don't know what's up with that. So... Still trying to get a pretty good screenshot here for a thumbnail. There we go. That seems pretty good. Okay. I was like, is that it? No, that's not it. That's my orbit. Am I just insane? Orbit with at least... It's just weird that it's not here. Like, I want to do this. I just, why is there no instruction manual here? Oh, you know what? It might be from friggin' a button. Hold on. Okay, I can't find it. I was like, maybe it's like my F10 key, but it's like temperature gauges and stuff. I was like, maybe it's F10 because F10 is what I press every time to pause recording. I guess I should check F8 because I also press that to record. F8 does nothing. F8, it does nothing. Okay. Well, our inclination is at least positive, not 52, right? It's over it. The eccentricity, that should be it. We have to maintain it for 88 days. I guess we can do that. It doesn't do much. You know, it doesn't affect much of the game for us to do it, but you know, because I don't want to be. Why does the game keep glitching out? Okay. Can we type in like an amount of time to skip here? No. 88 days, huh? Calculator. Fortune is probably about to roll over to the next year, which will complicate things. Had a calculator open earlier. Where is it? Can't do basic math anymore. It's been too long. I apologize. 466. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, see now, I didn't see like when it turned over. You know what? I'm gonna call that good enough. Eve Explorer. I'm gonna call that good enough. Did your thing ever happen to appear? I guess it also could be like way out here, but no, it's not. So I don't know. But I do have to look at the way to get back to this because it wasn't as simple as it seemed. Control Alt F12, right? It's weird. Most of them say Alt F12, but it doesn't work. And then they're saying, oh, it's not working because if you have NVIDIA software, it will bring up NVIDIA software. It doesn't. I checked my NVIDIA settings. It doesn't have any hotkey tied to that. This is now complete. Thank you. Now, Gilly, we got to get to you. We got to get to you before I will clear you out of our quest log here. You're done, son. Okay. We need to get to Gilly. So, how would I do it? Well, here's what see the thing. Thing is, Gilly's quite far away, and okay. It might be one of those things where this one might be better served by. Oh God. Okay. Probably not by doing something like that. Amazingly, there is like a approach here. Prefer not to do something like that. But, you know, to fix the inclination and do like everything that I normally do would actually be impossible. I can try. It's just the amount of delta V that's going to require is going to be gigantic. Actually, it's not so bad. It's not good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, not good. But I do have way more delta V than I actually needed, so I actually can do a maneuver like that, as silly as it is. Something that'd be very nice to see from Kerbal Space Program 2. And there's probably a mod that isn't in this one. I think there was, but I think it's like not working anymore. Is a mod that makes it so an orbital spacecraft will continue to gather like all available science as it's orbiting on its own. Because like, yes, I've gotten all the science I can grab around Eve that's possible to grab. The problem is there's actually a lot of, I don't think it was soil analyzer. I think it was the Gore sat was very specific per biome in space low above Eve. Unfortunately, I can't come back here and just keep running it every time, It just needs to automatically gather that while it's in orbit. But anyway, that's basically how probes work in real life anyway. They're doing most of that stuff automated, and because the transmission time takes so long. Okay, roughly 30-second burn, so we'll wait till 15 seconds to start the burn. I think you want to stick to the maneuver node in this case and not chase after the normal, but I could be wrong. I don't think that's the normal. I think that's something else, isn't it? I never know. No prograde and retrograde, and no normal and abnormal. I don't know about the other one, though. Okay. We got some weirdness going on, that's for sure. So what about just like a good old-fashioned slowdown? Whoa, jeez. Game auto-saved while I was trying to do stuff. What the heck? Actually, that's fucking perfect. What the hell? I'm like, what? Seriously? Okay. Guess I'll die. That's something. That's something. Oh, you know what? That is on the other side of the planet, though, isn't it? Well, Kerbin actually has a signal back there now. It's close. Like, it's actually playing with fire to do it this way. In fact, we will do a quick save at number 2 real quick. Looks like the only thing you gotta micromanage out here is radio communication. Puked everywhere. Radio communications and power blackout, which is just from getting behind planets. We do be needing to land on you, though. We do need to needing to land on you. 7-second burn, surprisingly. You'll have it in 3. It's another one of those missions where, other than the ability to, because of the confusion, and some small problems, everything really went well with this mission. Whoa. Problems were more from having too many mods installed. Hello, Gilly. You are basically just a rock in space. It's not looking for that. How close to you we need to get. Assume that like 25 is probably good enough. Let's hope so. I do have to get into orbit of you. Beginning to orbit around Gilly may take some intense delta V. That may be like our first high delta V maneuver with this thing. Because I believe when the space probes around like Jupiter and Saturn have to make a maneuver, they have a real hard time. Like they have to do like lots and lots of trips around the planet, playing all sorts of slingshots. But maybe we don't, because they do have an absolute buttload of delta V. I think Gilly is like one of the smallest mass objects in the solar system, though, here. But that's all the time we had for this episode. We'll visit Gilly in the next one. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, remember, hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until next time, hope you have a good day.